Hello, hello. Welcome to episode 31 of the Disorder of the First Dawn. Return to Hangye. Last session was a real fun one. So we had I think overall, we had a retirement of a player. It really started when we were ambushed by spectral warriors at the beginning of the session. And in the middle of it, Tahatan's leg got cut off. And Ullman proved unable to heal it. A little later, we were traveling during the watch that night. Or after we were traveling, when we were resting that night, we were attacked on Jeff's watch. Not blaming Jeff, just he was on watch at the time. Tahatan also broke his staff. Not a good day for Tahatan. Big hits that battle. A bit rough. We did find a letter for Jeff though. Theo had a dream of a man hunting for dragons with an invisibility cloak up a mountain and got trapped in a giant box. It looks to be the northern mountains of Viumbe. Anyways. One second, looking at what happens next. We get into another battle with some giant apes. Real fun battle. They take some real big hits here. A couple of us go down. Tahatan managed to kill a huge ape, but did take some big hits, and we also discovered how ridiculous his HP was. Just in case anyone forgot, Tahatan, 114 HP at the time. Ridiculous for his level.
Yeah. Really healthy warlock.
But at the end of it, Tahatan was taken away by the giant apes, and we are left bruised and battered and without our party member.
Yeah, and so you guys find yourself upon the plains of Kiku. Those of you who all fell unconscious are suffering from a level of exhaustion.
Hello?
Jeff is doing. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can hear you.
So, hear me or not?
He did. I think he disconnected and reconnected. Should be good now.
Yep, good.
Okay. Anyway, so you are sitting there in the kind of slushy snow that's melting, and you're suffering from levels of exhaustion from having the crap beaten out of you by some giant apes. Tahatan, the one-legged sorcerer, has been dragged off, and Jeff is doing a bit of a I told you so. What do you guys wish to do?
Jeff's gonna be like, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure he's gone. We need to go.
I'm hate to abandon a comrade, but seeing him getting taken away by those apes and the stories I've heard, he's probably lunch by now, if not a stool sample.
We should at least honor him before we go.
May he be at peace.
Probably enjoying getting his revenge wherever he is.
Jeff will take a 5-pound ingot of ether steel and like crudely form it into a just placement that we can like pop in the ground. Like,
Yeah, I'll allow it. Sure.
I said crudely. I'm not trying to like make something.
Yeah. I got you. It's sweet. Okay, so, uh, man down. What do you guys do?
Uh,
Rip Houghton.
Jeff's gonna take point and try to like scout ahead if he can. Not necessarily like way like scout away from the party, but just like keep an eye out, in the front.
I think we need to continue on our way. At least now we don't have to worry about traveling speed.
I'll assist Jeff with the scouting up ahead.
So you guys are suffering from exhaustion and things like that. You're able to travel for the rest of the day. You recognize that you're roughly 1 day's travel from the river. Everybody, give me a survival check, please. Excuse me, you're like half a day's travel from crossing the river, depending on where you guys wish to cross. Okay, Jeff. No, excuse me, Theo Holman. Red, I need your survival check, please.
I know, sorry, I was struggling to get there.
Okay, well, one of you did well. You guys are out in the plains. It's difficult to find a place. You feel that you guys need a minimum of 2 people, to guard all night.
Jeff is Jeff.
I know.
I'll keep watch, first watch.
I'll keep last watch.
So, looking at the map here, of Yumbe, you see the arrow you guys have drawn, kind of the most direct route to Hangye, bypassing the predominantly government-controlled Zongtu trade point, which kind of acts as the middle ground between the area. Or do you wish to cross sooner and only make one crossing before Zongtu?
I think we should probably cross.
I think we go
Where
straight
are-
to Hangye. I don't know. I might be able to find a little like spot in Zhangtu.
My only concern is I want to cross before the river splits. Just pure, you don't want to be crossing a river twice if we don't have to.
Does anybody have water walk?
Actually, you know what?
I have water walk.
My point stands corrected. Let's go ahead and just cut straight across this bitch.
Okay. So, my guards are Jeff, always. Red, and who's the second guard?
Theo.
Alright, Theo. Before your shift, you fall asleep and you have uneasy rest. As you wake up to get ready for your shift, you hear, or you receive a sending message from Amaterasu. It says they know your faces. Kiku isn't safe, not even Hangye. Look for signs of the white hand to find me. My home is not safe.
I give me 1 second to write all of that down. That's some news right there.
Okay, I gotta link this because DM knows this and I've used this, but yeah. I don't know if you knew the full extent of it, DM. I know you know that it was there and that I've been using it, but
I also have Safe Haven, Thieves' Cat. My background is also Faction Agent, which does provide me with a bonus.
same.
Oh, Safe Asian is the Faction Agent thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for leaking the sending message, DM.
You're welcome. Do you choose to respond?
I'm just gonna respond, will do, nothing else. At this point, I would cut contact until I meet him face to face. Less likelihood of being traced.
Okay. So, that is all the events of the night. You guys have kind of a sleepless night, not really feeling safe on the plains. You see a fire off in the distance at one point, but nothing near you guys. What do you guys wish to do?
Okay. Here's the question now. Do we go for Jiangtu or do we go for the coast?
Well, I think well, I don't know. Did that dream get shared?
What?
Theo, did
dream
you
get-
tell him, basically?
What I tell the group is, our cover's blown in Kiku. Hangye is not safe either. I received a message. I was left away to find Amaterasu.
It
So
seems like
my question stands. Do we go to Jiangtu, where we know was pretty safe because they were separate from everything? It was a small community, small farming community that had no knowledge of it.
To clarify, Zongtu was the major distribution trade point between the government and Hangye or the Yingzi Shao territory. So it's actually a pretty heavily controlled town.
Oh, I thought that was the small one. Oh no, I'm thinking of the one north of it. Okay. No. My bad.
well, I think we should find a way to figure out, like, what's the best way to find whatever signal he left for you to find him, right? I think if we're going to meet with him, then we better do that quickly and then get out of here quickly. Is there really any opportunity of us? I don't think disguises are going to work. Because we have a
Or-
giant robot.
Yeah, now I'm not the only one they know now, apparently, though. So, my other question is, do we go for the coast and try and flag a ship down?
Where? So, DM, can I talk to you and DM talk time a little bit? So, based off of what my knowledge would be of Kiku, where do I know that the White Hand operates somewhat? Like, what's their general area?
Well, the White Hand is the largest international smuggling organization operated by Amaterasu. Well, loosely operated by. There's a head person in charge, but he's like the board member, you know?
Yes.
So the coast, predominantly the northern region of Kiku, you know, north of that river crossing on the coast where it, you know, it enters into the ocean. And all the way over to Hangye is the region of the Yingzi Shao. Unofficially, though. It is still technically belonging to Kiku and therefore Tsukuyomi. but she doesn't usually flex her muscles there. If you remember, there was loose contingent of army there, but it was ran by the White Hand at the time. You can see Chow White Hand, same thing.
Got you. Okay,
Shadow
that
hand,
gives
not
me
White
a
Hand, Shadow Hand.
yeah, that gives me a plan of action. I just wasn't quite sure of what my scope of knowledge for the White Hand was.
Gotcha.
Probably hundreds at this point.
So, when Amaterasu contacted me, he left me a way to track him down. I have a plan. We should, at this point, we're too far across the plains to really backtrack without, spending great effort. That's not worth it. We, we should cross the first river, stick to the far bank of the second river, and take it towards the coast. Should be able to track down some allies around the coast that should be able to help us out.
And something you may have missed since you were in DM talk time, I was just saying we could potentially look out for one of my ships too.
You know what? Both of those, like the operating areas for my contact is also going to be in the same as yours.
Yeah.
So, I think we should stick to the far bank of the river till we get down to the coast. We'll have to change our appearance before we go into town and keep a low profile. At least until we make contact and get some transportation and assistance out of here. And information, more importantly.
Jeff's good with that plan.
I'm going to need you guys to map out your presumed route. You guys are at that final fourth dot. Oh, the final fourth dot right there. The blue dot.
If anybody wants to argue, they can, but I'm gonna think something like this.
Can't you guys go into paint mode and draw it out rather than doing this crap?
Yes.
It's much clearer, and it takes up way less space. Okay, that is what I thought you said. That is also not what I planned for.
Surprise! We didn't do what the DM thought.
Yes. Alright. So, you guys make it to the river in half a day's travel. You find that the river is 150 meters wide. You don't know how deep, but you do know that large shipping it is used as a shipping channel and can carry large boats of any size keel. So, yes, I know.
I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna water walk across that.
And water walk. You guys proceed the rest of the day without making contact with anybody else.
Thank you, Holman.
You guys can see off in the distance that there are you can see off in the distance that there are like small fishing villages and things like that, small farming communities that just kind of seem to be very rural and peaceful. Wow, that mark is way bigger than it was supposed to be. You guys are in the center of that V there, to be honest.
It's a shitty microphone.
At the very end.
So now the rest.
Rest is much needed.
Everybody, give me a survival check. Jeff, give me a wisdom saving throw with -2, please. Excuse me, a -2 modifier.
But I get to add
You don't feel very comfortable tonight.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys find a pretty good campground all in all. You guys are entering kind of more into a hilly area as you're getting closer to the coast. And you're able to find decent cover, and you feel that Jeff's passive guardian will do okay for the night. Does anybody have anything they wish to do or address during tonight's camping?
Jeff wants to tell everybody about the letters.
Oh!
Oh, Theo raises an eyebrow.
I'll come back closely to the campfire instead of staying on the edges.
And he's gonna be like, I know you guys have been wondering, like, they know who I am, they know who we are, and I'm gonna like emphasize like who I am, like Eric, not Jeff.
Yes. The little man in the tin man.
Right, the confusing. Yep, that was a surprise for us. I'm glad they are aware of it.
Yeah, like it thematically, even Eric will pop out and tell them, like they know who I am, like they have eyes, and they're after us. We need to stop this.
How many eyes do they have?
I don't know, but this Baines character, he seems to be, I don't know if a leader, but he seems to be the one pulling some of the strings. We need to figure out who this Baines is and where he might be.
Bane?
Baines.
Bane.
I believe we met him once
Did you
in
tell them
Jake
the
Hall.
exact contents of the letter?
I'm telling him what I'm telling him.
Okay.
That's fair.
So are these letters
So-
from the Baines character?
Are they threats? Are they taunts?
They seem to be veiled threats.
Well, that's not disconcerting in the least. You gotta hate cult bastards. Them fanatics are crazy.
Anything else, guys?
DM, can I hit you in DM talk time real quick?
Of course. What's up?
Okay, so just because you specified it, I remember the first letter was "We see you, Eric. Blah blah blah. We're coming for you." What exactly did the second letter say? I remember it was a lot shorter.
It said, "And soon we will touch you."
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just didn't remember exactly what it was. That's all I wanted to know.
Yep.
Sounds good. Okay.
Alrighty. So you guys find yourself in between the two great rivers of Kiku, and you're in kind of a lovely spot. You have a great night. The few peaceful nights that you see, you can see that there's several farms off in the distance, closer to the river, and that they have fires going, that the family have pleasant nights, and you don't notice much going on. But off in the distance, you can see what appears like roaming companies of men. You can tell by the large groups of torches going up and down the roadways.
Like, does it look like guards on patrol?
Do I recognize what faction these people seem to be a part of, if any?
No, like it's off in the distance. The only reason you can see them is because they're using torches, and you can see the torches bouncing as they move. But you're not able to make out any distinguishable shapes besides that. But it is groups of 20 to 30 men in formation marching along in roughly hour and a half intervals.
Well, we'll have to take note to avoid that, and at some point I'd like to investigate who those people belong to.
Okay. But you guys do not have any direct encounters throughout the night, and you wake up in the morning. Well, all right. So as you guys are moving throughout the day, traveling along the south side of the river, most of the day goes unhampered. As you guys are traveling,
As we were traveling,
getting towards dusk, you guys come across a trailhead that ends in a small dock.
Your map making has definitely improved since the first maps you made.
Hey.
what'd you say to Hatan?
Ian's map making
Hatan's ghost?
has definitely improved since you first started.
Oh, definitely.
With sound effects, yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Ooh, and
I
ominous
actually, like,
music.
Kind of whipped this one together.
They've definitely been like very thematically on point to like the locations. Like the map's just been looking very nice, very cohesive in the story.
No, for sure.
Doom and gloom battle music too.
Little DDM appreciation time.
Alrighty, everybody, roll for initiative. You're not entirely sure what's going on right now, but you just feel a little bit uncomfortable. Like something's
we
wrong
can-
about the river. Like the tide has changed and the winds have dropped. Yo. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. You're at advantage. Take another roll for initiative. You're not first.
No,
so.
I rolled at advantage. Like, yeah,
Nice.
Theo actually beat me.
Theo, you're up.
Woo!
Can you unlock
Not gonna
tokens
roll that
though,
well.
so we can?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Number one, adjust size.
Congratulations, Theo.
You guys congratulated me too.
Whoa, what is that?
Yeah, what is that?
An
Whoa.
extra 0 in the group. Much better.
Fixing the alignment.
What would this feel like, or what would the sense relationship be to having this happen in real? Like the whole world just shifting over one.
Everyone just got dosed with some magical, like, literally, like, enchanted mushrooms.
Dude, remember the water, the shit that we would witness because of this phenomenon.
Oh god, the fluid
It
dynamics.
didn't rechange your guys' token size. That's
I think we appreciated the DM too hard on his map making.
yeah. Oh wait, why is it still doing? I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't think most of us even know what you're doing.
We were so nice that we broke Fantasy Ground.
It's like we don't tolerate this.
The DM is not supposed to get this much love. That's not true. Always appreciate a good DM.
This is just supposed to be a really quick little fun thing, you know?
So I've been
And
I've
now
been
all of
taking
your
notes.
tokens are set to like huge for some reason. You were taking notes?
No, I was gonna say. Well, I'm trying to fill the dead air of you fixing the map. I've been trying to take the notes lately, and the biggest challenge so far is trying to take notes and then talk at the same time. Because if I'm not looking at what I'm writing, it becomes very incomprehensibly messy.
It's my turn.
Sorry guys, I'm not sure why the tokens are insisting on being huge.
We can resize them.
But they're not sizing down. The actual grid space that they're taking is not changing.
Oh, that's weird.
Yep, they're still showing up. What did I do?
What layer is on top of a layer it's not supposed to be on right now?
There's only one layer on this map. This was like literally just a really fast thrown together thing, and it was fine. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, see, the actual token size will change, but not the amount of space that it's occupying, like its hitbox.
Interesting.
To be fair, we did go in a completely different direction the DM was expecting, so this is more or less what we were kind of putting ourselves up for.
I think he was expecting this.
Yeah, no, this was well, this part
I was
wasn't
giving
planned.
the DM an out. Okay, I was giving the DM an out there. He didn't take it.
It was a pour out, but I appreciate it. I got Jeff, Theo,
Realistically,
Ullman. Guys, do you remember your, can you input your initiatives?
No, because I
It's
didn't
still
pay
in the
attention to
chat.
the roll. Hold up, let me
It's
check.
still in the chat.
Yeah.
it's chat.
We're just gonna
Mine's
roll
11.
with the giant tokens, and we're gonna hope that it corrects itself on the next map. So yeah.
I was gonna say, as long as it's to scale, like even if the hitboxes are there, like we can still mathematically do that because it's all manual anyways.
Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to continue. Red, you said yours was 11.
Yes.
Coleman, what was
Theo,
your initiative?
2.
2.
Theo was 23. Jeff was 16.
Alrighty, we are good to go. Everything's back in order.
Because of your stubby little.
Theo, you're
dwarf
up
lips.
first. Nothing has come out, but everything feels off. Just
Is
like
it? Wait. Before that, shouldn't we be in a different formation?
yeah,
Oh, whoa.
set you guys selves up how you wish. Yeah, do you see the problem I was having? It's not easy.
Yeah. Nah, I get you. That's fucking weird.
What if we delete our tokens and you replace them?
I mean, I already deleted every token from Combat Tracker, deleted all tokens from map, brought them back, and it still didn't.
Never mind then. We'll just make it
Yeah.
work.
I took
Theo's
off
gonna,
grid.
like-
I took off grid snap though, so you guys should be able to just do a manual now.
Okay.
That works actually.
Yeah.
Theo's gonna go ahead and just put his hand on his pistol, just under his coat, and then stroll forward 30 feet. As much of a stroll as you can. Just ready to shoot if something happens, looking out left,
Red,
keeping
why are
his
you
eyes
still moving?
peeled,
We are in
scanning.
combat order. Set yourself in formation and hold there. Thank you, Theo. Well, Theo, it was actually your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I just moved to put myself in a square since I was between.
A creature swims out of the riverbank and onto the the bank. And runs out to get in between you guys. You can see that it has the symbol of the cult burned into its skin, or its scales, I guess.
It's forehead.
Yeah. And another one jumps out and runs out to behind it. They look pissed off.
Does one of them enter my range?
I don't know what's your range.
40 feet. 30 feet with my pistol, I mean.
Looks like no.
No. The scale is still correct on the map. That's why the token thing is really annoying.
Targeting doesn't work, though. Or measuring distance.
I think that's because the tokens, it thinks the tokens are massive for some reason.
Yeah, so it'll measure from the closest point as opposed to where your actual token is.
Right. Jeff, you're up.
Jeff's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's gonna shoot the one with a crossbow.
Okay. Take aim.
Actually, bonus action hunter's marker. Open up. Oh, that's cool. I made that easier. Doo-doo-doo.
Hit.
So he take that plus that. Oh, that didn't add my hunter's mark. That's weird. So he also takes that. 15 total.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna use my extra attack to reload.
Okay. Red, what do you do?
Using my awesome fire staff, I'm going to blast into the two that are not in the water, to be honest. Because it seems weird to
Okay.
blast the one that's in the water with fireball. But since they're kind of by themselves, I'm not going to bother with the ball. I think it's understood they're both within the same range.
Yeah. There's actually 3 of them there. Hold on.
I'm sorry, you said hold on too late.
I don't know why he got moved way over there for some reason, but yeah, all 3 of them are standing. I'm blaming Fantasy Grounds at this point.
I'm just gonna do him, and then I'll just do all their damage at the same time. If that makes sense.
I believe so. He failed. Go ahead. Monitor 3 looks okay. The other 2 look pretty roughed up, though.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move forward a little bit, and that'll end my turn, so the next person can start going.
Oh. One of the fish-like creatures crawls out, and this one has a staff. And he appears to heal the other monitor.
Bullshit.
And a smaller one of the creatures jumps up and gets in front of the Holman.
Hello. It is Holman. I wanna. Five. And I want to bond with everyone.
Smart.
Yep. I'll bond with everyone and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
So what is it again that we can add a D4 to? It's attack rolls, saving throws.
Saving throws, ability checks. Let me pull it up. Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay.
Holman, you guys have to say it before I give you the answer, right?
Before you give the answer, but it can be after the roll, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Yes.
'cause it doesn't say, it just says can add a d4 to the roll. Before you give the answer.
Well, then that's what we're gonna go with. If you could do it after you roll, but as long as I haven't given you the response yet. If I'm unreasonably fast with the response, I will also let you know.
Appreciated.
Holman, anything else with your turn?
That will be all.
Jeff, you want to roll your initiative again?
Sure. I didn't know we had to, but
No, that rolled it with advantage again, right?
Oh, does it automatically give advantage now? Did you fix it?
no, I don't think it should. So do I roll at advantage or do I just roll a separate one?
Just roll a separate one.
Okay.
You did worse. Theo, you're up first.
I beat Jeff twice in initiative. I'm impressed just by that alone.
I am too.
That is a lot of Buatoa. Theo's gonna go ahead and run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the rock for some cover.
Okay.
And prepare to shoot the first one that enters range. And bonus action, hide behind said rock.
You'd be able to hide from the priest and the whip, but not the monitors from that angle.
That's fair.
Alright, give me your roll. Okay.
Go ahead. Yep.
The whip is like, oh my god, where'd he go? And then he starts his... You see the creature stare deeply at you, Jeff, and you feel like you begin to warm up, but you're able to fight off this sensation.
Sorry, one more time?
You felt the spell almost overcome you and burn you up, but you were able to fight it off.
Okay, cool.
You're up.
Also, any spell you throw that is a saving throw, I get to add a d6 too.
Oh, nice. Hey, you succeeded, but...
Yeah, I figured. Just saying, for future reference, I get a d6 to all saving throws.
All saving throws?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right now you get a d4 and a d6?
No. D6 for damage and D6 for saving throw.
No, D4 from being bonded.
Oh,
Theo. Or
yeah.
with Holman.
I can choose to add that, but the D6 is automatic. I get it on all saving throws. It's automatic.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Let me here. It's indomitable. There. I just linked it in chat. Oh wait, that's not even the one.
You can re-roll a saving throw that you fail.
Yeah, no, that's not the one I was thinking of. But I can do that too.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, it's brutish durability. That's what it is. That one. Yeah.
Nice.
So I get a D6 to all saving throws, and I can re-roll a failed saving throw.
Just when you do a saving throw, go down to the modifier and add 6. Oh, never mind, that doesn't work. Just there's a way to do it. I'm not sure how to do it though. I wonder if you can drop.
I'll test something next time. I have an idea, but
Yeah, because you might be able to use like the shortcuts down at the throw an attack down there and then add a +6. Like you might actually be able to do that with your Hunter's Mark stuff too.
Yeah. Again,
Anyway.
learning process.
So what are you doing for your turn?
Let's see. Counted it out. We're gonna run up 30 to here.
Okay.
We're gonna shoot the Archpriest.
That's a hit. You rolled a 4.
So he's gonna take that. That was pretty good. Plus, wait. Yeah, plus that.
Okay.
And then we're gonna free action switch to our Warhammer, but and we're gonna go wacky on the whip.
Gotcha.
And that's a crit.
Well played. Good, sir.
Okay, go ahead and drop that on him. It should do it automatically. Let's see.
So
Take ongoing 5 plus 1/2 your level damage. So 10 damage every
that.
turn.
Yeah.
You notice that he. Oh, never mind. He didn't take all the damage, but it wasn't because he was resisting it.
Okay. Well, he takes 19 total. The extra 6 from brute.
Yep. Okay, and ongoing, so he will take another 10 damage at the beginning of his next turn.
I was letting Jeff. Are you done?
I think so. Yeah.
Whip 4 did enter my range, and I am hidden from him. So can I go ahead and take a pistol with sneak attack?
Yes, you can. The priest actually. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, he doesn't look too good after that hit. The priest runs up to Jeff and attacks with his scepter and hits. As he strikes you, a bolt of lightning spring from the staff and do additional damage, dealing 17 light damage to you.
Okay.
13 lightning damage, 4 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Holman.
Hello, it's Holman.
Wait, real quick, sorry. Did I fail that save, or was there a save there?
No, that was a melee attack.
Oh. Okay. I was just gonna add a D4, that's fine. Go ahead, Holman.
Yeah, no, you're good. No save. Just add it. Holman.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Theo.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go right there.
You know, Jeff just got hit with a stick that was springing forward with lightning, right?
He can handle himself. He ran away from me. Holman's a little
The salt.
peaceful right here.
Wow.
Listen, I'm a peaceful cleric. I'm giving you a little bonus action here. You can save yourself with a saving throw.
Look, he's giving me the armor so I can jump in there for you, swap out when you need.
Oh, that's right. You do have the switching ability. I forgot about that. Although I don't think the armor helps in that situation. So, anything else, Holman?
That will be all.
Red. Also, what happened to the Scottish accent?
Only when Mrs. Doubtfire is needed, okay? It takes a lot for that accent.
Help is not on the way, dears.
Go ahead, Red.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam, and let me get a little token set up for it.
Oh my god, you guys are gonna love this.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on that guy.
I knew it.
Okay.
Okay.
What just happened? Did it roll it for him? Hold up.
What
Give me a
happened?
sec. It didn't. Hold up. It just didn't work right. I'm casting it on that. Oh, I know why. Oops. Okay.
Yeah, he failed.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, 4. Okay, gotcha.
Oh my god.
Well, you didn't do too great yourself there, though.
No, I didn't. Okay. And then I'm gonna bonus action shift into a direwolf and cover some distance to get closer to them. I'll get a direwolf token out from the NPC stuff.
No, I will do the token. You can have the thing up, though. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Because we want the token to be linked to the combat tracker. Okay, there you go.
Can you make it so I can move in?
I'm not sure how to do that.
Anyway, I'm just trying to get up so that I'm on the opposite end of to a whip 4 so that me and Jeff have him surrounded. If that's easier.
What's your movement speed? Oh, 50 feet.
50. No, 4, the other one.
Just put yourself in the corner. Even better. Give us flanking on both. No, like catty corner in between the two of them, like right angle.
I don't think you get advantage on either of them in that situation. That's what I was thinking right there. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And then that would have my turn.
Sorry, guys. I can't even see the grid. What the hell? Okay, some of them fix themselves.
Oh, Jeff looks a lot better. Still not perfect, but a lot better.
I will take this. Okay, can we... I think we're in a much better place now. Yep, everything lines up. Alrighty, guys. We're good to go. I apologize for everything. Let's go. Does the direwolf wish to attack? Can it attack?
No, I already used my action to cast the spell, so I cannot.
Good.
You don't have a charge attack? Oh, well, you already used your bonus action too, so yeah.
Success. Jeff, you're up.
Jeff not liking the feel of lightning is gonna turn to the Archmage and go wacky wacky.
Okay.
Archpriest, excuse me.
That's a hit.
Takes that. Plus that. And then we're gonna extra attack. And whack him with a crit.
Okay. Oh, and he takes... Who was the one you crit before?
Whip 4, I believe.
Okay, Whip 4 has another 10 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's gonna take that plus that.
Alright, the Warhammer takes a massive blow into his hamstring, striking the nerves and deadening the leg.
Um. Um. Yeah, we're gonna action surge.
Sure.
Wow! Standard critical hit, do your damage.
Jeff's just rolling crits today.
Jeff, just round of applause there.
And 6s on the D6.
I mean, he's looking pretty beat up at this point, but he's still got a lot of fight left in him.
Okay, we're just gonna like swing it down on him. We're like hammering and just going like
Yeah.
back and forth.
While Theo and Holman hide behind a rock. That's still a hit.
So that
hurt.
plus. Oh wait, that didn't go. Another 6.
Okay.
So yeah,
He's still standing, but yeah, he doesn't have much to fight left.
Jeff's just gonna like take a good like couple whacks and just like, and then like do the steam vent thing.
Nice.
Well played.
Red. You just watched Jeff go on a roll against the priest. What do you do?
I'm going to attack the Katua Whip 4 in front of me with my bitey bites. No, I think it's on his turn that Moonbeam activates. I gotta wait on that.
Oh, wait, doesn't he take? Oh no. He takes an extra 10 on his turn.
Yeah. Thank God for advantage, guys.
That's it.
Go kill the priest if you have multi-attack. He's gonna die.
I don't think I do. That's what I was trying to figure out. No, I don't think that
You
will
do not.
Okay, and then
You
it
do get
says
advantage if somebody's within 5 feet of you, though.
Wait, it says it must succeed. I know, but I had advantage anyway because of the thing. So he must succeed on a DC 13 saving throw or be knocked prone. So I'll just throw that on him too.
He failed.
Cool. So he's been knocked prone, and I hit him, and then I'm gonna kind of like growl over him, and then that'll end my turn.
Theo.
Hello.
Wait, does Holman go?
Did you skip Holman?
Sorry about that. I didn't realize Red passed turn.
Hello, it's me. I was one. Anyway, I can move 25, so I should move right here. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? No? One more? Okay. One more. Sorry. Right here. And I'm gonna try and cast blindness and deafness. 30 feet above. Right here. No. I'm gonna target the motor one, right? Monitor one.
Okay. He failed.
Stop.
Do you have the
I
ability
failed,
to
or-
apply the effects on it?
Yes, I think. Yes.
Alright. Anything else?
Is there anything that I can do additionally? No? What's the bonus action? Oh, that's fair. Alright, that'll pass my turn. Thank you.
Okay. Theo, now you're up.
Alright, Theo's gonna go ahead and take his hit at Code Tupelo with number 4. I have advantage on that.
You know nobody would ever shoot into a group of friends like that, right?
No, I'm a real good shot.
No, you don't have advantage on that. You have extra risk.
You're not that good a shot. Nobody's that good a shot. Nobody's
You
chosen
lost
to
a
be
point.
that good a shot.
I'm a massive dire wolf. Please do not shoot me, and/or don't hit Jeff.
You've also proven previously that you're definitely not
Fine,
that good.
fine, fine. Theo will run up and shoot him in close range. But that is sweet advantage.
Someone points a gun at you. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Somebody points a gun at you from behind a rock, then turns around, puts the gun down, runs up to you, and then points the gun at you and says, "Trust me, I know what I'm doing." It worked, though. That's a hit.
Eat 'em.
Yeah, you can't repeat your kill.
I mean, that's just I ran up and shot him in the back of the head. There's no finesse to it.
John Wickian.
Fair enough.
Dying repeat.
Anything else?
That will pass Theo's turn.
I was trying to target, but it wouldn't let me select it because the freaking circle was over it. The Archpriest heals everyone. Including himself.
That's great. Won't be enough to save him.
A cleric off, it would seem.
None of us are hurt yet. I mean, Jeff is a little scraped.
Do I have anything like that I can...
The dire wolf gets to attack Kuatoa Monitor 1. Just You automatically hit. So the Kuto runs up to bite the direwolf, but the direwolf swings around and bites its neck and it return. Do bite damage against the monitor one, please. Red.
Okay.
Jeff is gonna get the kill before I do.
Sorry, I have a small screen and I have to shuffle a lot of things around. I'm trying. To monitor one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And does 11 damage. And then
Well,
the
fuck, I missed the stupid.
Kuoto goes to punch twice. Being blinded, he misses both times. Miserably. Oops, sorry.
Been blinded.
He's still alive. He's just blind and feeble.
Monitor 2 runs up to attack the... This time the bite hit. But neither of the punches.
It didn't attack me.
Both punches miss again. Jeff, you're up first. Order has been restored in the universe.
Jeff is not happy with this priest. He's gonna whack away.
Okay. That's a hit.
It's like, what's that?
It's fallen to its knees and barely alive.
And then we're gonna run around behind him. And smack him again.
That's a hit. You may RP your kill.
So Jeff's gonna like bring his warhammer up and uppercut him, and you see him fall to his knees, and then he's gonna run behind him and just bring his warhammer down and fucking smack him across the head and just fucking obliterate his head.
Nice. Is that on your turn?
We're gonna move the extra 5, 10, 15 to give our allies flanking.
Nice. Monitor 1 continues to attack the direwolf. That's a hit. He blindly got a hit. And he got one with the sparks of lightning cast from his hands as he punches you, doing 10 damage. There's sparks. And the last one. Monitor 2 does the same.
Oh, red is not doing good.
That's a hit. It's also a hit. You get shocked again as you take an additional 5 lightning damage once again. And the last one. And monitor number 3 lines up to do just the same. Oh, I'm sorry. The direwolf disappears, and red reappears. You can put yourself in any space in that grid, red. Monitor 3 turns to attack Holman and missing with the and hitting with a second. Dealing 10 damage total, and you were able to maintain concentration. And he crits with his final attack, and does 3 critical hits to the target. Why can't you guys be the ones discovering these critical hits?
No, good siree. You're the one rolling them.
And I have the chat covered with all the little boxes I need to keep track of things. It's not helping.
Well, I blame Fantasy Grounds. I'm not technically in control of this, you know? I'm not actually rolling it. I'm clicking the button. And I realize that I'm the DM, but I like to go with the system. It makes it more random and fun.
Most of the time.
Yes, most of it. Sometimes Holman gets his teeth kicked in. Holman, you take a lot of damage. I'm not sure how much that was total, but it was a lot.
Chloe.
Red, you not a wolf anymore.
Yeah.
And you just watched Holman get his teeth wrecked by an insanely powerful blow from a fish person you didn't think could possibly hit that hard because its anatomy doesn't make any sense.
Okay. What are we looking at? They all look so healthy. What did we do so poorly? I'm gonna bonus action
That
move.
archpriest did some work.
That's why I went for him.
Yeah, he
I'm
healed
gonna
for
bonus
like
action and
almost 50.
if I move that there, does that mean they both fall under the moonbeam, or do I have to select one?
I'm gonna say you can do that. I don't think you're supposed to be able to, but
I think you can actually, because it doesn't specify that it needs to be in a square. It just specifies a 5-foot radius.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Fair.
How it said.
I feel like it might actually be in the spell like rules section, but I'm not sure. And I like this rule anyway, so we're gonna play it this way. So
Well, because I think
Continue.
there are some spells that actually specify they need to be in a square. And then there are others that just say this radius or this distance. could do
one
that.
failed, one succeeded. One failed, two succeeded actually.
No, we should stop. There should only be one. There should only be two selected. Oh
Correct.
no, you're saying they're
Monitor
numbers.
one
I
succeeded.
got it.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you meant two of them succeeded and one failed as a quantity.
No, yeah,
not
that's
as a
fair.
number.
Yeah, no.
And then I'm going to back up a little bit and I gotta check something. Then I'm going to cast Thorn Whip on Katutoa 3. Hold on.
That's it.
Oh, it should be more damage than that because you get more. I have to fix it because when you level up, it gets more damage. It should
Roll
take.
the appropriate d6, but you can always right click to level it up.
I know. I just haven't done it. What level are we? Oh, are we level 11?
10.
That's gonna be it. Okay, so just one more d6. Okay, and then the other thing is, since it failed, is he large or smaller? He's smaller than large, right? He gets pulled 10 feet towards me, which should pull him. Shouldn't hold him get an opportunity attack, or am I reading that wrong?
No, you only get an opportunity attack if they voluntarily move out of an area.
Oh, I thought I was being so witty. Okay, never mind. But he gets pulled 10 feet towards me. And that'll end my turn.
Okay.
There's a couple ways to bypass that, but yeah, it has to be, for the most part, voluntary.
Unless something,
Okay.
the spell or something, gives it an
Oh,
exception.
I did it on monitor 3. Just so you know. That's
And there's a couple abilities that it's like whenever a creature moves, you provoke an opportunity attack. That like literally just negate involuntary movement.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an ability in and of itself.
Theo, you're up.
And then since he entered my moonbeam for the first time, I'd like to do the moonbeam effect on him too.
Nice. See, that does still work.
Thank you. I was hoping to be really mean, but I got some of it. So.
He failed. That hurt, but he's still pretty solid.
Okay, that'll end my turn.
Theo, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and run around Red Coyote to flank Koa to a monitor 2.
Just stay out of the moonbeam thing.
Hit. He still looks pretty solid.
That feels good.
You know, like it hurt, but he still looks pretty good.
I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn there.
Okay. Holman, how you doing?
I'm not doing so good. I'd like to use Staphne and use Mass Cure Wounds. How is your waist? Dying over here.
To be fair, look how much longer it prolonged the combat with you guys because it got used against you. Twice. You guys would have been finished with this combat.
I'm gonna use a high level Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay, fair enough.
Fourth level.
Go ahead and cast it on yourself. Alright. Does that end your turn?
Can I do anything else? 1 second, sorry.
Not a problem.
Can I move out of the way? I'll flank it. I'm gonna move 1 space and flank monitor 1. Which one? Daphne or Warhammer?
Oh.
I can't hit it. Last turn.
Jeff, you're up. A lot of chaos right now.
Yeah. So I have flanking on monitor 1, correct?
Monitor. What the heck? Yeah, 1 and 2.
Cool. I'm gonna go wacky wacky at 1 since he's the one that is hunter's marked.
To hit.
Oh no, that doesn't work. Hang on. Try something. Nah. I was trying to see if there was a way that I could like right click on the correct dice to add it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Once you've already selected a die, it adds just that. So he takes 15. And
15?
then, yeah, 12 plus 3, 15.
Okay.
And then we're gonna extra attack.
That's a hit.
And another 15.
That did not work. Okay. And another, okay, another 5 on the top there. Okay, he's looking pretty rough at this point. And still blinded. Anything else?
And yeah, just for the fuck of it, we're gonna bonus action second wind.
Okay.
So I gain 12 health back.
Nice.
That's it.
Theo, that puts you up.
I'm gonna go ahead and just keep unloading his pistols into monitor 2 there.
Hit. He is barely alive.
Oh, very nice.
Anything else?
No, that'll go ahead and end my turn.
Okay. And monitor 1 is up.
At the beginning of his turn, I'd like to trigger the moonbeam.
Moonbeam, right? Yeah. Hit him. He succeeded. Does he take half damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Still alive, but hurting. He steps out of the moonbeam and stands up against Holman. And provokes an opportunity attack from Jeff.
Is it still at advantage?
Yeah. That's a hit.
Okay. And he's still hunter's marked, so
You may RP your kill.
it tries to run away and get around Holman, and Jeff just like takes a whack at it and like smacks it across the head as it like tries to turn around, and then looks at Holman and just like nods his head.
All right. Red moonbeam on monitor 2. He failed. You may
Good
RP your kill.
As he starts to move for his attack, the glow of the beam seems to surround him for a second, and then he collapses into a pile.
Okay. And monitor 3. Failure. This one goes to attack you.
Yes, fair.
And his bite hits.
What the fuck? It's like 30 extra rolls there.
Yeah, that kind of blew up really quick at the same time. Let's see. You took 6 damage from the bite. You maintain concentration And he had an unarmed strike, which was supposed to be an advantage, so he gets another. Oh no, excuse me, it's not an advantage. Right
He hit anyways, so.
now. Yeah, that's true. He does have 2 attacks though, so the second one does. But the first one does 12 damage. And you lost concentration on Moonbeam. Moonbeam goes away. Holman.
Hello, I'm gonna walk up to him and whack him with staff knee.
Okay.
I have advantage.
That's a hit.
Yes.
It's still standing, but it's hurting pretty bad.
That's it.
Okay. Red.
Wait, is that top of the round?
No, it's not quite.
Gonna use this opportunity to attack with my weapon and what?
You have advantage, but you did hit.
I'll roll one more in case it's like crit. Wasn't crit.
Consistent though.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Alrighty, you did some damage. Anything else?
No, apparently I don't have a double strike ability. That'll end my turn.
You're a druid.
Well, I know, but it feels like there's one left. I don't want to burn any magic on this stupid thing.
Jeff, top of the round.
Jeff's just gonna roll up and fucking whack.
Fucking whack, man. That is a hit.
And I'm gonna bonus action move my Hunter's Mark to him.
Oakley dokley.
And he's still alive, so we're gonna whack again. Oh, that should have been an advantage, but that hit anyways. Let's see if I get a crit. We're just gonna roll a second one. Did not, but either way it hits.
That was a hit, yeah.
Da, 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 da.
You may RP your kill, and that concludes combat.
Pretty much the same thing. Jeff's just gonna come up and smash with his warhammer and look around at everybody like, can we get moving?
Okay, what do you guys do?
I would think loot the bodies if they have anything, particularly the priest.
The priest has a sack of expendable spell ingredients and a leather on a weird type of water paper.
Do I recognize the paper as being the same type of paper in the book that I saw in the library?
Ooh.
You do. From the most modern one, yes.
Okay, we're taking that for sure. Spell ingredients. I'm gonna hand them off to Red.
Okay.
Thank you. Can I tell what spell would have been used by this, or is it just generic spell ingredient?
It's just generic spell ingredients, low level stuff, nothing spectacular. Healing. It looks like
Okay.
maybe like leaning towards healing in nature. So you guys have the ingredients and you have the letter. Anything else?
Those were some healthy bastards.
We also know that they're definitely associated with the cult. One, they were branded with it. Two, like they're definitely part of that like merman shit we were seeing.
So maybe it's better
Well, and the
in
letter.
general if we stay off the water when we can.
As you run to the coast.
I know. I said when we can.
We'll just have to do the best we can. Where are we? Where are we along the river now?
So I've marked you that that fourth point right there at the bend, the final bend in the river before the coast, is where you're at. You are roughly 1 day's travel from the coast. And you're still on
How far out
the
are
south
we?
side.
How far are we from Hangye?
Maybe 3/4 of a day's travel, a little less. After you cross the
Do we
river.
wanna cross the river here, guys, and then hug the river up a little bit farther?
We don't want to go to Hangye, remember? That was like the whole point.
But this is literally the river crossing. Cross the river here, hug it up instead of crossing it downstream where we don't know when we'll get another
Why
decent chance to cross.
why even cross it when we can just take it to the coast? Stay on the opposite side.
Well, yeah, I feel a lot of the trade is above the river though.
Cool. That's exactly what we want to avoid.
I did say we should, change our outfits and how we look
Yeah, it's really
before
easy
we
for
cross.
really easy for a big metal man to change how he looks.
We sort of need like a cart to just hide you in, to be honest.
Look, a cape, a big old cape does wonders.
You can try and intimidate your way through. Do you see a giant
that
Iron
would
Man?
draw attention to ourselves.
No, I don't see
That-
any giant
that-
Iron
I mean,
Man.
Hangye is surrounded by dense forest.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's
You
that.
guys remember that there was like mines and shit, or not mines, excuse me, but hidden forges and shit out in that dense forest that people couldn't find.
I mean, I feel like
I'm just saying that like crossing the river versus staying on this side of the river, like yeah, there's patrols out there, but also it's pretty wild. If you look at the map, there's not even any major roads in that region.
I mean, my idea was getting like close to the shore and planting a flag or something that like had my company's symbol on it.
Well, I also have contacts out there in the group to contact my god as well.
This is true. This is true.
And we're more likely to find your vessel where the majority of the trade goes through, instead of hoping they see a flag on a beach in the distance.
That's fair.
I don't-
That's fair.
I don't mind crossing, alright. I think We have to get there, so we might as well do it. It's just a matter of
I
staying
think the
together.
other reason too, is we've already killed the Kuatoas here, and if we risk crossing later, we'll run into more of them. Is my concern.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I will concede that.
Okay.
So I
what's the
guess
game plan?
we're gonna cross here.
I think
and then just
Holman.
follow the other side of the bank.
Yeah, essentially, and we'll use the cover of the forest if we want to, follow it under the forest.
Okay,
instead of,
so
on the bank.
it is a 250-meter wide river. I know.
Shall we
know.
water walk?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Jesus walk, everyone. Come. Help is on the way, dear.
It's not the crypt walk.
You guys
it's
ever
the
hear of
holy
bull
walk.
sharks?
My daughter can
Yes.
catch tiger sharks in her sleep, as long as there's no holes in the net.
Anyway, you guys crossed the river successfully. However, by the time you guys cross and after all the combat and searching the bodies, it is getting pretty dark. You're in the wilds of Kiku at this point. Kind of think like a sort of coastal forest, so pretty thick, lots of weeds and things like that. Not easy to get around, but provides great cover. And bugs.
I think we should kind of try to just like chop out a little clearing, not of trees, just of like weeds, and like throw our tents up as hammocks, or just like rest up against the trees.
Everybody, give me a survival check for the campground. Welcome back to the region of Hangye, I suppose. By the way,
You did so
Theo,
well
you
here
have
last time.
continued to dream about the cloak and the location in the northern mountain. Everybody else, you might have glimpses of the items in your dreams, but Theo's are the strong. You guys make the most comfortable campground you've made in a long time. Theo, give me a roll. Melvin, nice job. Thanks for still being here.
Apologies, I was writing it down.
Yeah, you guys have an excellent campground tonight. You guys feel that you really could get away with no guard at all if you wanted to. Everybody, give me a perception check.
I don't like that you say no guard at all and then perception check.
Jeff on brand. Jeff and Holman, you guys notice a campfire in the distance. It's very white, and it appears to be going on and off rhythmically. Every couple of minutes, every 5 minutes.
I look at Jeff and I'm like, is that like a sign?
I'm gonna say like it appears they're sending some sort of signal. Like
Should we go investigate?
Do either of you guys know Thieves' Camp?
I don't know if I do or not. I don't think I do.
I'm fine just sitting here. Holman's a bit
Jeff, you
chill,
do
just-
recognize it as a signal.
Right. Thieves' Cant is Thieves' Cant a language?
No, it's a skill that gives you the ability to recognize, like, underworld agent signals and things like that.
For sure. That's what I thought.
I have a question.
Yes.
It's about insight. Could I, like, read into it a little bit more, see if I can understand it?
I'm trying to think,
I would-
Coleman.
I would say, if anything, Jeff should do that
That too.
from background.
Yeah, actually, Jeff, from your sailing background, it does make a lot of sense, honestly. You would be familiar with some basic, smoke signals. Give me an insight check. Every 5 minutes,
Noise.
a single word puffs. The word is white.
The word is white? Interesting.
I also, how can we give like a rough estimate of how far away it is? Kinda, maybe.
Okay, before we even do that, I'm gonna do you one better.
Excuse me, the word is shadow.
Okay, that's different. That makes things very different. Um, can Jeff kind of peek off and go investigate, since he can travel stealthily in forest by himself and use my binocs?
Yes.
Can I also bond with him as well?
So you see that it's gonna take you like 2 hours to get into a position, close enough. Or, yeah, 2 hours to get close enough to see them. Traveling through the thicket and just the hills and things. Melvin, why are you? You know what? You do you.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna tell Holman, like, keep watch, look for my signal.
Okay.
And alert the group if necessary.
as you're approaching, the campfire does go out, but
I don't want to
Um,
go all the way up. I want, like I said, I want to go look with like my binocs.
yep. No, I'm saying as your 2 hour walk to get into position, where you feel you'll be close enough to see anything with the detail, you see that it goes out for an hour and then it comes back on again. And as you get there, it's going again, doing its periodic signaling every 5 minutes. Give me an additional success, Holman. Give me an additional perception check or investigation check. Holman, why are you rolling? So Jeff, you see that there is so you see that there's nobody at the fire, and then a couple of seconds before the signal, they will come up and cover it with a towel and, repeatedly do the signal covering and uncovering it. And then they tend to the fire and disappear into the brush to be unseen again. And it's just the fire sitting there.
Interesting. I'm gonna go back to the party.
Okay.
Thematically, I'm going to Misty Step away dispersed. I'm gonna use that as my first like getaway, like so they don't notice Downs if they're around there, and then run my way back to the party, and I'll tell Holman what I saw if he's still on watch, and let everyone get their rest and try to get the rest myself.
You guys make it through the night without
Yes,
any
yes.
contact. You can tell you're not near any major roads.
Are we awake now?
And you wake up in the morning in your cuddled little campground out of sight from everybody.
As everyone wakes up, Jeff's gonna share the information that like me and Holman saw this thing happening. I went and checked it out, and they're broadcasting, like they're trying to call people to them, because what they were saying was the Shadow Hand, which is the name of the cult.
Well, they were saying Shadow. And Shadow Hand is not the name of the cult. Shadow Hand is the name of Amaterasu's group that helps all the humans in Kiku.
I thought that was the White
And
Hand. That's what you said.
No, it's the Shadow Hand. That's what I was looking up. At some point, Jacob crossed me up earlier today.
Okay, well that's also where that came in, where you were saying like it says white and no, it says shadow.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I
I
was.
don't know,
a
at
little
some point it got
confused there.
mixed up today, and that's why when I looked it up in VMB, because I was like, wait, this is wrong.
I might have
Because
handled
when you
that.
initially
Oh,
said
so-
the whisper, you said the white hand in the whisper.
Yeah.
Or this message or whatever.
I was like, I was
So-
sending somebody a message earlier today, and I meant to say August, and I said October. I don't know what is going on with my brain, but it's having moments.
Well, it's cool. I might have handled it slightly differently, but mostly the same. So that's cool. Pretty much the same, honestly, actually. So
Yeah, honestly, there was not much else you could.
I could have approached them, but yeah, I wasn't gonna do that on my own, anyways.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like it's kind of pointless to do anything without the party.
But you know where the location is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think, Theo, that if we get close to them, you can make contact without spooking them? Like, I don't think there's any point of walking up to them if they're just gonna run away, but since you know that, in theory, that group is beckoning us, maybe, from your message, is there a way to let them know, or should we just go see what happens when we get there?
DM, do I know the proper, I'm assuming, code for greetings? I'm assuming I do.
I mean, you know the standard greetings for the Shadow Hand. You are a member.
I was gonna say,
Well,
would
go ahead.
I also know it
Jeff,
from
you would be
potentially-
familiar at this point.
Yeah, from having dealings with them and shit.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make contact using my greetings.
Okay, so you guys make it there in the early morning because it is still somewhat of a hike. And it's roughly 11 o'clock by the time you get there, so not really the early morning. And there's nothing there. You can see the remnants of the fire, and that's it.
Can we see any tracks?
Give me an investigation
Was there any
check.
messages left behind?
Or survival check.
You said investigation or survival?
Yeah, because it's tracking.
Yeah, no, you're good. I just
Not
didn't hear the first part.
Did they leave any messages behind?
Oh, that was bad.
None that
Or
you
did they
see.
erase their tracks?
They erased their tracks. Not your best work.
It had to fall somewhere. I was rolling great
You don't-
earlier.
Yeah. You don't see any tracks. Does anybody else look for tracks?
I have a question, which might be pushing stuff, but I'm rule of cooling here. Can I roll again for technically it being an advantage for knowing where they went when I watched them?
Isn't the forest your favorite terrain?
You know what? I will give you that, Jeff. You did see where they came out of.
I'll
So you
just
can roll
it.
again as if it were advantage.
Woo!
You find some tracks. You actually find where people were camping out right behind the bush right there, lying down in a prone position as if they were watching the spot. But you could see that they're very well concealed in this position. In fact, you were only able to find it from the backside of the bush where they crawled in. But once you crawled in underneath the little spot, you could see that they had enough space to comfortably sit. And you could see that they would come out, tend to the fire, and come back into this little hidden spot. And you see that their tracks lead away down the hill.
Okay.
Do you guys wish to follow the tracks?
I would think we should, but cautiously.
I want
Yeah.
to.
Okay. Stealthily or cautiously?
Cautiously.
Okay. So,
I
you guys followed the
about
trail for about 30 minutes where you lose them. Give me another survival or investigation check to see if you can find them again. Okay, you're able to pick them up again after a few minutes. You see that they kind of change direction and they start following along the base of the hill. And as you're going for another 15 minutes, all of a sudden a group of archers pop up around all of you, and you recognize them as soldiers of the Shadow Hand.
I'm gonna
What do you
put up
do?
my hands to show I mean no harm.
Yeah, Jeff's gonna do the same and announce that we wish them no harm. We understand their mission. We have contacts we need to make. And I'm gonna look at Theo.
They signal for you guys to follow them. And after another
You cut out there, DM. I don't know if that
you
was on
find
purpose or
you
not.
find yourselves going into the secret entrance of a cave.
Whoa.
Very nice.
I'm glad I asked for the rule of cool.
We're in a cave.
Dude, this thing keeps going like black on me.
Oh, I just enabled line of sight.
Yeah, it's because he's doing lighting settings.
Oh, and I don't think I'm on the screen then.
No, it's only me, Jeff, and me so far that I can see.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so they lead you into. You see that it is a roughly hewn out area. Like this whole structure was hastily made. Melvin, you're coming into the port. Yeah, you'll be on soon. I apologize.
Jeff's gonna follow him, but be like on guard. Like he should know some of these people probably, but he's still gonna be like on a swivel essentially.
Yeah, you recognize him as the personal guard of Amaterasu, the one who were actually at his home with you guys. You guys are unlocked now.
Thank you.
And they lead you through the Oh, Jeff, go south.
I was gonna say, do we go
And
up or
then-
down?
South and down. And then go left. And go north. Theo. Yeah, make a right. And they take you into Amaterasu's office slash hideout or room. Hello. Long time no see. How are
I'm
you
gonna bow
guys
my head.
doing?
I'm gonna bow and just like greet him as graciously as possible.
Theo will also observe his greetings.
As these are rough times and we are all doing the best you can. As you can see, I'm hiding out right now. I'd like you guys to meet Melvin Clay. He's King Craig's entrance into this wild mission of yours.
You've spoken to Craig? He's still alive?
He is. Though I haven't spoken to him directly in a long time.
Amaterasu, have you spoken to any of the other gods?
Urza is alive. He has positioned his armies against the borders of Kiku. He fears what my sister might do. We all fear she has turned.
I believe she has.
We believe Shakuru is gone. We don't know of a tomb, though we never know what a tomb is. Sometimes he will spend centuries hidden in his pyramid. We believe Conan is alright. Nisa is off on one of her adventures, doing something related to this, though we don't know what. And, well, we're in a pretty dire situation ourselves.
Yes. We tried to contact each of our perspective, but we received nothing in return. So I had to know.
Many of us have gone to radio. Urza and I believe we are not directly targeted because they cannot gain anything from our deaths as far as releasing our grandfather. Well, my grandfather, not Urza's.
You know of him?
I spoke with Urza.
So he did divulge those secrets.
Things changed when that major earthquake, the last one. My sister seems to have fully been corrupted. I thought it was simply her biases, but it turns agents have been working out against her. I should have been able to prevent this. She's been twisted. She's the victim here. But currently, she controls armies larger than I'm able to wield immediately against her. We've hidden to the mountains to prevent any direct conflict from hurting the people.
What happened when the earthquake shook? We were isolated. And now we come here and the situation here has changed dramatically.
Several days later, the army began to patrol south of Zongtu to begin to move into Hangye. I feared direct conflict. I didn't want to butcher all these people for no reason, so we backed away. The oceans have become nearly unsaleable. Almost daily attacks from sea creatures and other beings of the ocean are falling upon most vessels indiscriminately. It seems the cult is no longer hiding.
They've made their move.
They've become too bold.
It's hard to call them bold in these circumstances.
We must make a play against him.
Do we have any targets?
What have you guys learned?
I've had visions of the locations of an artifact,
I believe we all have.
but mine are vivid, more detailed about the location.
Perhaps that
Almost
is where
every
you're
night.
supposed to start. Where is this artifact? What is it?
The dreams show me it lies in the northernmost mountain of Yumbe. It was an invisibility cloak wielded by a great thief. Appears to be on the side of the mountain in some sort of trap.
Okay. So, have you thought of how you're going to get there?
Not by sea.
Have you guys given any thought to how they got your faces?
We've had so many run-ins with them at this point. But
I know particularly myself. I touched that orb.
Speaking with Lord Amaterasu, I suspect a combination of spies and powerful magic being responsible for the tracking of your group's movement.
If that is true, we might have just given away the location of the hideout. There's so many eyes following us. Sorry.
Jeff's gonna kneel and ask if he knows where Urza is. If he can even tell me.
I'm sorry, say that again, Jeff?
Jeff's gonna kneel and ask where Urza is, if he can even tell me.
He can't
But
tell
maybe.
me.
Huh?
Urza does not know where I am, and I do not know where he is. We only speak through magical communications, and very rarely. Anything else is too much risk.
Very well.
What about the land of Urza? Is it still relatively intact? Would we be able to use his
they got this.
high-speed trains to travel north through his country? It would save us a great deal of time.
Yes, I believe so. Well, the cult has gained some strength. They don't appear to have gone into outright revolt in Mineria. They are slightly more bold. It is Urza himself they more directly attack act in shadowy ways so as not to upset the population. The cult works differently everywhere, it seems.
We do,
They know their targets.
and I would think that Mineria would be strong against them, so it's not unexpected of them to work very much in the shadows there.
Their people do seem the happiest. I fear I've lost more than half of mine to this cult currently. We must find a way to convince them of their folly before the world is doomed.
I want to use my signet symbol thing to, like, contact Urza like I would, but I want to ask Amaterasu to, like, put his hand on it with me. Not trying to call him to pick me up, just, like, send him the note that, like, I'm reaching out to you, as is this, or as is Amaterasu. He's with me. If
Wait,
I can
hold
do-
on. Say that again?
Okay, so like, you know, our like symbols or whatever, like coins, signets, whatever that we've gotten from our gods, that we can call out to them with. I want to call out to Urza, but not like try to get him to come, just kind of like get his attention, but I want Amaterasu to put his hand on it with me.
Okay.
So that, like, Urza knows that, like, we have spoken with him.
You don't get a response, but you do feel like it went through.
I'm not expecting a response. I'm not wanting a response. That was the point.
Gotcha.
It was more of just like a, like, hey, like, we heard, we know that this shit's fucked up, but we're still here.
Yeah. All right, I like it. Excuse me. All right, I like it. So you're going to try to get into Mineria and get to the border?
I would think so, yeah.
Melvin, we've discussed the cults, identifying them. I believe you had a solution for this?
Yes, in part at least. If we can obtain amulets of protection against magical tracking and scrying, that could prevent them from identifying our faces. Well, my face, at least. They already know your faces. That, in combination with trying to better conceal our movements and not moving in public, I think will allow us to avoid detection by the cult, at least for periods of time.
And where might these amulets be located?
Give me a moment. Remember, if I know. My memory can be a little slow sometimes. Well, normally that would be pretty easy. If I had identified this as a need, I could have brought some with me. Because just about any high-end magic dealer is going to have some in their inventory. And probably a handful scattered around any magical palace. The nobility and high-ups like to go and do stuff and not be tracked. It's pretty common. moment, we don't have access to a palace or a high-end magic dealer. So we might have to take a detour in order to get one. Or find
Amaterasu, would any of your agents happen to have an extra amulet they might be able to part with? DM?
Amaterasu says, yes, we workshopped this idea as we came here. In fact, this room is secured with anti-magic fields and other protections so that we are safe from any type of magical or other viewing. But this amulet of proof should get you by if you're able to attain them, and any magic store with its salt should have it. Or if you're able to somehow meet Urza, he certainly would be able to acquire it for you, or if he doesn't already have one himself.
Do you have like a scroll or something that says how to make it? I'm sure with the skills of myself and Jeff, we could make our own, given the supplies and the knowledge.
This is well, it's not very hard to find or come by. These are still quite wondrous items. Not anybody can just make one.
We are not just anybody.
I have several mages here. Perhaps you can talk with one. I believe one's on patrol. I myself am a warrior. I am not as great with magic. That is my sister's world, though I believe her desire for power is what led her to corruption.
My own idea was to, well, as long as I remain unknown to the cult, to go to a shop myself and purchase some. Once we get to a city that's not quite directly run by the cult.
Yes, I believe if you're able to make it into my area, you should be able to find some.
Um, if there's nothing else to discuss, really, like Jeff's willing to stay if there is, but if there's nothing else to discuss, really, Jeff's gonna kind of like wander off, and I assume we're gonna try to rest here. So I'm gonna ask Amaterasu if there's like a room we can stay in.
Yes,
Rest, some rations.
you guys can share one of the bunk rooms. There are 6 beds in each bunk room. That should be enough for all of you and your gear. It's a little bit tight. We dug this place out pretty quickly. I'm impressed with what my men can do.
Jeff wants to go off and read the scroll.
Okay. Oh, wait, what scroll?
The
letter you mean?
Yeah. Well, was it a letter? You said it was a leather. Oh, you said letter, not leather. Then. Okay. Yeah.
You're talking about the one you got from the
From the archpriest.
right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. No, it was a leather. It was a letter in the same leather that was used for all of the merfolk books and stuff.
Gotcha.
In the library.
Yeah. I want to go off and read that.
Okay. Anybody else?
I would like to take him up on that. I offer to speak with mages.
I'm just gonna turn the lights on so everybody can see now that we're kind of through the thing, and we're not in combat, so. You're welcome to go to the northeast room right there where I just moved the man from to speak.
Earlier, when there were patrols of people moving in formation, were those cultists or were they this organization?
No, they were Taiboku guards.
Yep. Yeah, they were loyalists to the queen, or to the goddess.
Do you think it would be possible to convince Amaterasu to just, like, sneak around and then descend upon those patrols like the warrior god he is, just to spread terror amongst the cultists and Taiboku loyalists?
Oh my god. This is Melvin talking to the group in the room, right?
Yeah,
Or
sure. Yeah.
Red, where are you?
Oh,
I'm sorry, did you
Red?
not hear me? I said I wanted to go speak to a mage. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just didn't see you move. Okay. Yes, how can I help you?
I was wondering about protection from magical tracking. If there was any spells or anything I can do to help my allies. It's very dire.
There are one or two spells.
Any knowledge you can share with me and my party would in the end benefit Amaterasu.
Thanks for putting me on the spot here.
Sorry.
Magic users, if you want to throw out some suggestions, there's the one with the paths. Everybody gets hit in.
There's protection from good or evil.
I know there's a spell for it, but I can't think of the name or level for the life of me.
There is always anti-magic field. If you are able to cast anti-magic field, you're able to block out anything magical from being used. Even inside of it, magical items will be rendered useless. It is one we have been using in here ourselves to protect us from view. Anybody else have suggestions?
Sorry, there's been a lot to digest from this.
Anyway, yeah, they tell you that the best bet is going to be the amulet, but they themselves are not capable of making one.
Thank you for your time.
Sorry I could not be more helpful.
No, it's fine. We're all trying to do our best. Then I'll go back and join the party.
Okay, so the party is together in the bunk room, and yeah, it's your first time being alone since you've gotten all of this information. And your first time alone with Melvin, I suppose. That sounded weird. I apologize.
Well, hello, Melvin.
In case any of you are wondering, Melvin is a pretty average height guy, like 5'9", He's wearing a really nice cloak, but it's pretty simple attire, leather and canvas sort of stuff, traveling gear, except for a pretty ornate mask that he's not actually wearing on his face. He wears it tied to his belt. But other than that, he's a half elf with a pretty average appearance.
Okay.
Looks like Hellraiser in his photo.
Yeah, the with the mask on, he looks pretty cool. Otherwise, he's just a normal dude. And if any of you know much about King Craig's domain, you may actually know him as King Craig's personal champion.
Oh ho ho ho.
It's well, you can ask him his opinion on the position.
You would
Jeff
also know. Yeah, you would also know that he is renowned for taking fabulous pots.
Sorry, say that again?
He's renowned for only going for massive pots, like massive rewards. The bigger the prize, the more likely he is to show, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Jeff's gonna sit down on the bed and open the letter.
The letter is addressed to Eric. It says, "We rule the seas. 2 of your ships are gone already.
Pretty bad time to invest in shipping.
Well, fuck. Jeff's just gonna kind of like close the letter and like put his head down.
That's not a good reaction. How's that letter?
Jeff will hold it out. Like, I'm gonna stay like head down, but I'll hold the letter out and like pass it off if you want to read it.
I mean, you know several of the crews of your company.
Gasp.
That's why I'm sullen.
I know.
What time of day is it?
It's like mid-afternoon, like 1, 2 o'clock.
Well, this place can get a little gloomy if you spend too much time underground. I'm gonna go up and get some sunshine while I can.
All right, so you guys are in a comfortable, secure place. Rest and head out in the morning then?
I would think that's the plan.
Seems like a good idea.
All right.
Definitely need a day to recuperate.
Whoop. Everybody, you guys get a very good long rest. Everyone, roll a d6, please. Wow. Come on, give us a 4. Ah. All right. Everybody give yourself that many temporary hit points for getting so well rested and fed.
Ooh.
Okay.
And with that, I think it's a good time to end it. It's almost 5, and yeah, I'm about to head out with some more information and a new member.
Yeah.
Take
That was like info dump the session.
You guys have been away for a while. Like months.
As a short recap, we spent 5 days in this session. We just hit day 5 after this rest.
Okay.
Yeah, we've it's covered the. It's been a long time since you've been back, and since you left Taiboku, and then went all the way over to the jungle dock and into the library, and since then some things have changed a bit. Cole's
Yeah.
getting a bit
Apparently.
cray.
Apparently. Yeah.
So anyway, I hope you guys are ready for next week's session. Headed back to Mineria again, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, what'd you guys think of the hideout?
very cool map.
Thank you for dropping by, everyone. Today was a great session. I hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back next Sunday at 2 p.m.